Today we're going to be talking about one of the earliest generations of night vision that the US ever adopted, the M3 Carbine. Let's get into it. The M3 Carbine was a modified version of the M2 Carbine equipped with one of the earliest generations of night vision, the sniper scope, infrared. Development of the M3 Carbine happened towards the tail end of World War II when infantry troops were requesting night fighting capabilities. This resulted in one of the very first generations of night vision, Generation 1. Generation 1 night vision doesn't exactly have the greatest reach in the world. It's only effective to about 100 yards, and then even after that, it relies really heavily on supplemental infrared light. Which is why you see a lot of these scopes often referred to as starlight scopes, because they heavily rely on the supplemental infrared light from the moon and the stars. But sometimes you're not lucky enough to have a full moon out to illuminate your targets, so you end up with this guy right here. This is actually not even part of the scope. This is just a ginormous infrared lamp to illuminate your targets with. And since this is a product of the 40s and 50s, battery technology wasn't exactly quite there, resulting in this entire system being powered by essentially a car battery with backpack straps. Operation of the scope on the M3 Carbine is actually really quite simple. First, you connect it to the ginormous battery, and on top of the battery, you will find a little switch. So if you look closely on the front of the vertical foregrip, you'll see an additional trigger. This is actually a pressure switch that, when depressed, closes a circuit and provides power to your infrared illuminator sitting on top of your scope. And lastly, one of the things that always gives people away at nighttime is muzzle flash. One of the ways that the M3 Carbine mitigated that was with a custom muzzle device, coincidentally called the M3 Flash Hider. Although not the most high-tech piece of equipment, especially by modern standards, the M3 Carbine served as a massive stepping stone in the world of night fighting technology. So if you guys thought this Carbine was cool or even want to add it to your own personal collection, check us out on ProxyBit and LiveActioneers.com so you can own this piece of history.